So our main company, CP Auto Products, Inc., we started in 1955. It's the third generation. I'm the third generation here. My grandfather started in 1955 as a chrome plater. Basically, we had a chrome plating shop in Chicago. He came for a Rose Parade here in 1954 and decided he's moving to LA. He broke off from his brother and got bought out. Started Custom Plating Corporation, 1955, January. So this is our 60th year, and we made every type of product you could possibly think of over the years. It was really crazy. It was chrome accessories, so getting into the automotive aftermarket in the late 50s with the jack stands, three-legged jack stands, license frames, wheel adapters, valve covers, everything from oil pans, all the chrome accessories, timing covers, you name it. And that business carried on for many years. In 1989, we purchased Derale from a small family that was having some financial troubles, and they really were focused on motorcycle oil coolers. So it was called Derale Oil Coolers. And we basically were selling cooling products in our chrome line, oil coolers, flex fans, things like that. And we were selling back and forth to companies like Derale, private labeling them. And then when they had financial troubles, we bought them. So 1989, again, started Derale, and really, took the market with a guy, the performance market was just kind of growing up at that point with the super shops and people like that. So the market just grew and grew and grew. Electric fans, oil coolers, flex fans, fan clutches was a big part of it. So we sold a lot of the, OEM fan clutches too. 2015 brings us to we're basically, kind of rebranding. We've been in business 60 years, as a family business, but now we're looking back and just saying, okay, look, where have we come from? We glance back, see where we've come from, but now what do we have to do to get, to make it in the new world, And basically taking the products, rebranding the name, marketing ourselves better, and really finding, we cover so many markets with our product line. So we're really just kind of looking at it and just deciding, how to, to move forward from there. At Derale, I think we drive people to the company by, getting involved with racing or getting involved with, these markets on a personal level. So, if we off-road race, our family's been off-road racing for many, many years. And so by off-road racing, you're involved in that community and you find products that fit. But some of the other, getting involved with people like Troy Trepanier and the Monster Jam series, so, Dennis Anderson and, Farm Truck in Asia, even on the Street Out Loud show. Basically, we've found ways to, get involved with these guys and design and build products. And I think that's been a big part of, again, brand building, but also product development too, the R&D side. Came up with a PWM controller, so it's pulse width modulation. It's a fan controller. So fans today, as you've seen, are very high amperage and to get the high CFM. So when you have a high amperage fan, there's big spikes when these fans turn on. Controllers of, the past, and ones we sell thousands of, basically turn on fans very quickly, so we get the high spikes. What we've done with a PWM controller is they start at 0%. So it's a soft start technology. They're turning on the fans very slowly. And as they ramp up, they get to a level where they maintain a cooling capacity. So we're controlling the engine temperature versus reacting to the engine temperature. By controlling the engine temperature, the fans most of the time, in most cases, are running at a 40, 50, 60%. And they'll just sit there and vary back and forth to show, to keep the control of the engine temperatures. So basically, by controlling the engine temperature, the fans are only running half the speed most of the time. They'll run at 100% if they need to, but the noise level too. So not only we have the amperage spike, but we have this noise. So everybody's been to a car show. This beautiful car shows up and you hear the rumble of the engine, but you also hear the whine of the fan, the electric fan. If it's a blower whine, a little different. People tend to like that differently. But electric fans have become so prevalent, but the noise level is a problem. People don't want to hear that fan over the motor. And by using the PWM controller, now we're reducing the fan noise, obviously the amperage, and its capacity is plenty for the vehicle. So it's really been a, it's a revolutionary product. It's the right product for so many different vehicles, because learning about the product, when you see the product, you see how well it works. But just everybody else thinks that that fan just gets turned on, and I don't think about it. But when you see the way this is running, you'll see that it's a much better product for, you know, most applications. When you're involved with, you know, a lot of different market segments, people, you know, high-end builders and guys like that, you find that there's you know, products that get developed just because there's a need, you know. And sometimes you just don't look at it, you know, until someone presents it to you and you go, should have thought of that a long time ago. But a lot of the products we make over these last 60 years are all products that we found by, you know, being out there and needing the product. It's not just we just sit in our garage and, you know, think of things. It's going out and using it, testing it, R&D, and finding that, you know, there's a real need. Well, at Derale, we like to talk to people. We like to talk to the end user and the consumer. We have a great technical staff, so you're welcome to call our 800 number, 800-421-6288. But on our site, you know, please visit our site, derale.com, derale.com, very simple. But on the site, you know, we want to take you to, you know, to the products and teach you about the products and hopefully, you know, show them in a light that relates to your particular vehicle.